Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. We are going to have Insight Tuesday today. I will wait for more people to come into the room before we start. Hope everyone is doing good. Everyone is doing great. All right. Let's give it a few more minutes for those to come in to the room. And for those that are here, if you could put in the chat where you're watching me from, I like to see where my audience is stemming from here. I know there's different areas where the RHIA can be taken. So definitely want to see where you guys are watching me from. So feel free to let me know in that chat. That'd be really cool to know. Awesome. Oh, nice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead. Chicago. Nice. Nice. Okay, I am gonna get started. I know it is Tuesday. You guys are getting used to the week, so I'm not gonna waste your time here. For today's Insight Tuesday, we are going to talk about a concept that is important to know for the RHIA. And I'm gonna share my screen now so you guys can see it. And let's just quickly go through today's concept. And today's concept is going to be about human resources. So within Domain 5, they actually cover, along with everything else, human resources topics. Why is that important to know for the RHIA? Well, because some of us are going to be having to lead and manage a team depending on your role. And you're also going to want to, in that mix, be able to understand how to best manage, how to best train your, like your staff, and just how to be a really good leader. So, the concept that I will be covering today for us here is going to be a concept called cross training. And hopefully, some of you have already seen this term or have maybe experienced it during your day to day currently in your workplace. But cross training occurs where you are actually being taught how to do someone else's position. And the importance of doing this is that in case something ever happens, you have the ability to have someone else who can, if you're absent, can take your place and help with that particular task. So imagine being in the hospital and you are a EHR analyst there, and you also have someone else who maybe is doing some type of business analysis stuff, and that business analysis stuff is not really your thing, but your boss tells you that, hey, I want you to actually work alongside this other person and learn this skill set. So you start to shadow that person, they learn what you do, back and forth, and next thing you know, you guys are both very fluent on knowing how to do the other person's job. And then, hey, maybe COVID happens, right? And people are not available and they're not there to actually be able to, help that data person or that business analyst. You are there and you're now able to work together as a team and be more effective within the workplace. So there is a lot of benefits to cross training staff. And if you end up being a HIM manager or director or something like that, this is something that you can actually do with your team to ensure that there's always someone available. So a term that you want to know. It can be tested. Obviously, it's why it's here. So just be aware of that. And there are tons of human resources terms out there that you may not think could be tested on the RHIA, but it is a possibility. So always just make sure that you add that to your book of notes of things that you need to know for the RHIA. Okay. So I do have here in this obviously we kind of already spoke about this, but this is just a random example working at Houston Methodist Hospital, and you have nurses, one that works in the cardiovascular section, the other person works in ICU, and their managers decide that they should cross train. And because they cross train, during COVID happening, which has happened before, obviously, you now have the ability for the nurses to work on different floors and really just help ensure that patients don't suffer. So that is the benefit of cross training. Okay. So I wanted to cover that today, short and sweet, obviously, but make sure that you write that down. If you haven't studied that term before, know what cross training is and look for other terms. If you look in your textbook, there is a chapter in the HIM Bible, which is what I call it, where they cover a lot of human resources terms. So make sure that you are looking at that chapter. Don't skip it. Skim through it and make sure that you understand those terms because they are, in fact, important to know. All right. Um, just wanted to say before I close this live that I am very proud of all of the students that have taken this course, have been very successful, have earned their RHIAs. I'm so proud of them. So I definitely wanted to shout them out on this live. They're not here, obviously, but to anyone that has trusted my course to help them prep, I truly appreciate them and wanted to take this time to kind of thank them. And if you, someone here watching now or in the future later on for the recording, if you are looking for a course that that will help you to get a higher score on your exam, please check us out. We do work very hard to give you good information, and I know that it will make a difference in your score for sure taking our courses. Not going to do a lot of selling here today, but let's definitely check out our social medias to kind of see more. Our website, RHIAessential.com. We have a lot of different things out and a lot of things coming up as well. Just so that people know, there is going to be a big announcement happening on October the 16th. So we are counting it down right now on our social media. So for those that are watching, competitors or people that are here to study, whoever's watching me right now, just know that yes, we do have a big announcement coming up on October 16th that I'm very excited about, and just really psyched to kind of share what we've been working on here at RHIA Essential. So be on the lookout for that. We will announce it on that day. If you are looking for weekly RHIA questions, then follow us on Medium. We do post practice questions on there. You do have to be a member of Medium to actually be able to access those questions. So once you apply with Medium, you can then find me on there and then be able to get your weekly RHIA practice questions. So before I close this officially, does anyone here who is on the live currently have any questions for me? Just wanted to kind of open the floor if anyone had any questions for me as of right now. And I'll just give you guys a few minutes. If you do have any questions, feel free to use the chat. And if not, then we'll go ahead and shut this quick Insight Tuesday up. Anyone have any questions for me? I'll just give it a few seconds here. Now I'm just looking at the chat just in case. Anyone have any questions? I'm not seeing any questions. Okay. And that is perfectly fine. So I will see you guys next week for another Insight Tuesday, where I'll give a little nugget to help as you're studying. Keep on pushing. You can do it. I know it's stressful. It can be very hard, but just keep on going at it. Be persistent. And if you're persistent and studying smart and not hard, you will be successful. So once again, October 16th for our special announcement. And thank you guys for joining me here on Insight Tuesday. All right. And I am out of here. Bye, everyone.